These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app to bank, borrow, and invest. Say goodbye to account fees and give your bank balance a glow-up with a SoFi high-yield savings account. Get over 8 times the national average savings rate and an epic welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up at SoFi.com/SXM. SoFi checking and savings offer through SoFi Bank N.A. member FDIC. Terms apply.
Hey Weirdos, I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And this is a mini morbid, kind of.
Mini morbid. Mini morbid.
But it's like a full-length one now.
It's like a full-ish length because it's Ash-centric.
So it's like a long mini.
Yeah, exactly.
And this one's an important one.
This is a very important one. But before I tell you what it is, we do just quickly want to tell you about some dates for the tour.
Yeah, it's important we just run through these real quick because, with the COVID just floating around, it's messed up a ton of dates. So we just want to make sure everybody has it all in one place. Nobody's confused about their tickets or anything. So just bear with us. We're going to do it real quick.
And like we've said before, if you had tickets for one show and the date got changed, that is still your ticket. You still have tickets for your show. So, with that being said, on August 11th, we're going to be at the Punchline Comedy Club in Philadelphia.
Woo! But that is actually going to be changing.
That will be changing.
It's not going to be August 11th. We
just don't have a date for it.
Yeah, but right now, so we won't be there August 11th.
No. But that was fun anyways.
But you know what? So keep an eye out. If you have a Philly ticket, that's going to change.
Gonna change. Subject to change. Actually, all of these are subject to change pretty much.
I know, because honestly, these dates are locked in right now, but we all know we don't know what's going to happen in the fall. COVID could just come roaring again, but we don't know. Fingers crossed it doesn't.
No. September 16th, 2020, we'll be at the DC Improv in Washington, D.C.
Monuments.
September 23rd, we're going to be at Zany's in Nashville for an early and a late show.
Fingers crossed, guys.
I'm crossing my fingers. September 24th, we're going to be at Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama.
I want to be with you, Alabama.
Me too. Then we have 2 shows at Talia Hall on October 11th in Chicago.
I'm so excited for that one.
Today's case is kind of close to Chicago.
Chicago.
Well, then November 10th, we're going to be at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, we're coming.
11/11, make a wish because it's November 11th and we're going to be at the Good Nights Comedy Club in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ooh, good luck.
Yay. And then, what's 3? Is that March? Yeah.
Yes.
I hate
What's
myself.
3?
What's 3? March 26th, we're going to be at the Wilbur Theater in Boston.
Guys, come on, buy tickets to that one, because we'll be there by March. Come on.
For sure.
March, COVID's going to be a distant memory. We're all going to be like, fuck that guy. And
Exactly.
so everyone buy tickets to the Wilbur show, because it's going to be great.
It's going to be so beautiful.
So great.
And then one last show on January 27th, we are going to be in Greenwood Village, Colorado. So
Yes.
if you have a ticket for that, you probably got an email that it changed to January 27th. That is currently like the placeholder, so hopefully it's then, but subject to change.
Yeah, just like all these dates, that's the date right now. But everybody keep an eye out. We'll try to keep you abreast of the situation.
Ew, I don't like that at all.
We're going to keep you, informed about this whole thing as we hear it. So just keep an ear out, keep an eye out. We'll let you know.
We'll keep you a chesticle to the
Keep
situation.
you a chesticle of the situation.
Perfect.
And now, because this is a quote-unquote mini,
no more bid.
no more business.
No more business.
No more business.
Okay. Well, this week I'm going to be talking about an extremely important case.
What is it?
I'm going to be talking about Kenneka Jenkins.
This is a wild case.
Wild case. Before I start this case, I want to say that I am completely in the middle. I have not made an opinion yet.
Yeah, it's a really hard case.
It's a very hard case.
It's really
so,
hard.
Before I start anything, I want to say that I full-heartedly can see both sides. I can see thinking she was murdered. Maybe she was. I can see thinking maybe she just ended up in the freezer somehow.
An accident.
On accident. I can see that. I can totally see both sides. And I respect both sides. Tell me what you think. Keep it respectful.
Yeah, we the reason we're kind of saying this ahead of time is this is not going to be another Kendrick Johnson issue where we were pretty clear that we formulated an opinion, but we also said we don't know. And
right.
We said have a nice discussion, and some people were straight up assholes in the comments. So we welcome debate that is respectful, but if you start to come and say we didn't do our jobs or we're stupid or something, I'm just going to shut the comments off.
Yeah,
and
because
block
you know
people
what?
who say that, because
we both put a lot of work into
Yeah.
our research, and I double fact checked. I watched videos
Yeah.
on this 42 different times.
And it's one thing to say, hey, I found this bit of information about this that you missed.
That's awesome. I love that. I
Yeah.
welcome that.
Bring it for sure, because I want it. So just be respectful, because we are respectful of you. So, and honestly, the majority of people, especially on the Kendrick Johnson episode, were super respectful.
Yeah.
If they had additional information, or if they just straight up disagreed, which you have
You're
every
allowed
right
to disagree.
because there's obviously no actual legal conclusion to this yet, because it has been reopened. I'm just
So maybe
saying.
we'll get a legal
But-
conclusion.
But I just wanted to put that out there, that we welcome respectful debates, and we expect it, especially
Good
during
catch.
right, because I said expect, and I was going straight for it. But we expect it, especially during cases like this, where it's
In such a heightened time.
Yeah, and high emotions. There's a lot going on. So everybody, be nice. That's all we're asking.
Okay, so with that being said, Kenneka Jenkins was a 19-year-old girl living in Lawndale, Chicago.
Chicago.
She was super hardworking. She had 2 jobs, and she was planning on going to nursing school.
For that young to have 2 jobs is pretty impressive.
Pretty badass.
Yeah.
Everyone around Kenneka said that she just loved to laugh.
Oh.
And if she was around you and you were in a bad mood, that was just not going to happen.
I love
she
people
was
like that.
You can't be in a bad mood around me. I'm going to make you laugh.
I'm going to turn that frown upside down.
She was. Everyone says she was sweet, loving, really great person, and everybody wanted to be around her.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Most of all, people say they miss her voice and her laugh.
Oh, that's how I feel about my grandmother. So I feel like it's whenever somebody says I miss their voice, it always
Her
hits
best
me.
friend is in an interview. Actually, Neve from Catfish started this true crime show, I think a year or 2 ago on MTV. It was True Life, True Crime.
Oh, really?
And this was the first
I didn't know that
episode.
existed.
Yeah, it was a pretty good episode, but I didn't get a lot of stuff from it.
Sounds kind of like a ripoff of BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yeah, you know.
I'm just saying.
Well, just sprinkle that in there.
Yeah, Neve is problematic, so.
Yeah, so that's good. Well,
We like Ryan and Shane better.
Yes. Well, this was the first episode. So I think a lot of people know the overview of this case, and I think, like I said in the beginning, it's really easy to come to many different conclusions.
For sure.
And I think it's really important to look at all the theories surrounding Kenneka's death so that you can come to your own conclusion.
Yeah, for sure. Just facts.
Facts. And there's also just a lot to look at in this case, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because Kenneka was found dead in a freezer.
Which already, it's like,
Suspicious
what now?
as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
what?
It's like the Phoebe Handsjuke thing. It's like,
Exactly.
Whoa, this is a weird scenario right off the jump.
Right, exactly. That one was like cut and dry, 100%.
Well, and we're going to be updating that one soon, too.
Yeah, we gotta. So yeah, she was found in a freezer on the property of the Crown Plaza Hotel on September 10th around midnight. And before that, she had been to a birthday party in one of the hotel rooms.
Okay.
So this hotel was located in Rosemont, Illinois, which is like a little less than a half hour from Lawndale where she lived.
Okay.
It really wasn't that crazy that she and her friends were heading to this hotel party because this is something that they did fairly often.
Yeah, hotel party.
Hotel, motel, holiday inn. Rosemont, first of all, is a pretty wealthy suburb, and it has a ton of hotels. Like, if you look it up on Google, it's like, offers like this, and like many hotels.
Oh, we have tons of places to stay.
Stay here. It's great. And it's a much safer place to hang out. But Rosemont's black population is only about 3%.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's pretty important to keep in mind.
Absolutely it is.
Especially as we go over the details of some of this case. Mm-hmm. So Lawndale, where Kenneka and her friends were from, is one of the most dangerous places to live.
Okay.
And I think she was on the west side, which is like specifically more dangerous.
Okay.
So
just like a lot of crime.
Yeah, it's not safe because there's various shootings, there's assaults. If I actually looked at it, you know how you can look it up and see like how many like shootings and assaults are in a certain place? It was just like tons and tons and tons. Amount. Yeah, it's sad. But that, I mean, I think they were doing the right thing by going to another part of town. Like they were trying to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were trying to just
trying to stay out of harm's way
in a safe place.
Yeah.
Right. So they're going to this party on September 8th. They show up technically on September 9th because it's like 1:15 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to say September 9th.
Yeah.
And they head up to the room where they're going to be celebrating their friend Irene's birthday.
Okay.
Now, we're going to talk a lot about Irene later on. So over the course of the night, Kenneka went on Facebook Live a lot, and so did her friends, which I didn't even know there was like a live feature on Facebook.
I actually didn't either, so that's really impressive.
It is. So
and it's weird that cases now are starting to have this element to them.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
People using Facebook Live and crimes happening like while it's happening, or just being able to have that like breadcrumb trail.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to get more into that too, like
Nice.
crimes happening while the Facebook Live is, because there's a lot of wonderings around if this was happening while it was being broadcasted on Facebook Live. So
We should do a whole episode on Facebook Live.
Facebook Live
Crimes.
Yeah, that's
like
a good idea.
Or just live, like on the internet.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, look at us brainstorming in the middle of it.
Right. Well, in one video, Irene is on Facebook Live, and although there's a lot of background noise, you can definitely hear Kenneka saying, "Girl, I'm not drunk."
Okay.
So, Irene,
Usually when someone says that.
I literally have that in my notes. Irene later says that Kenneka was very drunk, actually, and that they were like a turn-up crew, is what she says.
All right.
So it wasn't that weird that Kenneka was like super drunk.
Okay. Well, they were having a party.
They were having it's her
in a
birthday.
hotel.
Right.
That's the whole point, is that you're in a safe place that you can go crazy.
Exactly. So Irene says that that's how you knew that Kenneka was drunk, when she was saying that she wasn't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I wrote down, I was like, honestly, I think that's the case with everybody.
Yeah, I
that's
think
how you know I'm drunk.
That's the universal sign of I'm drunk, is
Right.
I am not drunk.
Girl, I am not drunk. So there's a lot to unpack with the Facebook Live videos, but we're going to get to that in a minute.
Okay.
So Kenneka and the 4 friends she went to the party with decide to call it a night and head home around 3 a.m.
Okay.
While they're heading out, Kenneka realizes that she left her phone in the hotel room. So I've seen 2 variations of what happens now. In one scenario, her friends leave her in the hallway and they head back up to grab her phone.
Okay.
And then in another scenario, they're already outside and Kenneka goes back in to get her phone.
Okay.
So Either way, there's security footage of Kenneka by herself, like wandering through the hotel room.
So at one point, she's alive. She's alone.
Yeah, for a good
way.
period of time,
Okay.
she's alone and alive.
Okay.
And she's actually on security footage, and she is like very clearly like very inebriated.
Yeah.
Like should not have been left
I was
alone.
just gonna say, so she shouldn't have been left alone.
No, rule of thumb, and I'm not saying her friends did anything
No.
wrong here. I'm not trying to make anybody feel guilty. But if your friends are super drunk and like you're super drunk, stay together.
Yeah.
Do not split up. Don't let your friend go home with someone.
Nope.
Don't let your friend go in somewhere alone.
Because they might be mad at you in the moment, but
Right.
they're gonna get it when, you know.
I think we've
the
all been
haze
in a
clears.
situation where you've been
Yeah.
like, no, bitch, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
And
I
your friend's
know.
like, fuck you. And then the next morning they're like, oh my God, thank you for not letting me do that.
Exactly. When they wake up alive the next day, they're gonna thank you for it. So.
Right. So like I said, she was not in a state to be left alone. Like you can turn up as much as you want to, but
Stick together.
stick together. So around 3:30 a.m., Kenneka's friends are like, okay, we still haven't linked back up. Like, where is she? She's been gone and unaccounted for a half an hour as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
So they're like, where is she at? And at this point, you see them on the hotel security video looking for Kenneka. Like, they're wandering around the hallways. They're like, they went up to the front desk and they asked if they could see the security footage. And the guy's like, no, like,
No.
and like, basically, Kenneka's best friend, Bri, she said that nobody wanted to help them. Like, nobody
I
at the
believe
hotel
it.
wanted to help them. The security guard was like, you need to get out of the hallway. Like, get the fuck out
They
of
were
here.
probably just like, you're drunk girls, go away.
Right, exactly.
Which is like, good job.
And I don't think it helped that they were in a suburban community,
Like white area.
a white area,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh no, I'm
like,
sure that didn't.
I think they were treated less than.
Absolutely.
And I don't think they were, they just were.
I was
It's just
I
what
was gonna
happened.
say that literally is what happened.
Right. So they decided to call Kenneka's mom because something is clearly wrong.
Yeah.
Because now it's 4 a.m.
Ooh.
So
I'd be
they
freaking out.
call her mom at 4 a.m. and they tell her the situation and they explain to her that they have Kenneka's keys and now they have her phone. So I'm assuming that the scenario where they went back to get her
Yeah.
phone is what
the
happened.
real one.
Right.
Yeah.
So Kenneka's mom is named Teresa.
Okay.
So when they call Teresa, she hops in her car ASAP and heads over
Poor
there.
Teresa.
She goes into the hotel and she's like, I need to see the surveillance tapes. Like, that's going to tell me where she is.
Yeah, you don't stop a mama.
No. The staff tells her that if she is going to see the surveillance tapes, that she needs to have a missing persons report. That's the only way they can hand them over. So she's like, cool, let me go get one.
I'll go get one. Wait here.
Yeah, like, don't move. So she calls the police and she tells them the situation.
Oh no.
Now, this is a case where I really hope the operator has like a little hindsight these days and wishes that they handled this a lot differently.
Oh, this is gonna make me angry. I
Because
can see it.
I've already was hyped up when I was getting this research together, but now I'm still like hyped up.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hit me.
yeah. She explains the situation and she literally tells the operator, like, this is not right. Like, I don't feel right that this is not like Kenneka.
Yeah.
And the operator goes, well, you know, she might be running around with friends or maybe she passed out at a friend's house. Like, let's give it a couple hours. And if she still hasn't turned up, call back.
It's like, no, I just told you that this is not how she is. And two,
Right.
it's her friends who are telling me that she's
So
nowhere
she's
to be
not
found.
with
So
them.
she's not with her friends.
Like, what? So she's like, okay, well, can I file a missing persons report anyway? Like, I don't care what you have to
Yeah.
say. Like, fuck off.
Like, you don't get to make this decision.
No,
here.
this is not about you. So he's like, well, that could take a bit to get filed. And then the security footage, it's going to take a while to get that from the hotel and have the police go over it. So why don't you just wait a few hours and just like, he literally tells her to try and relax.
So your solution to this is like, well, it's gonna take a while. So
She'll
like,
turn up.
So like, fuck it, right?
Yeah, it's
Why
going to
even
take a
do it?
while. So let's wait a while.
What, you know what? Paperwork is paperwork, and like, your kid will probably show up at some point.
And it's like, you're telling her not only to, like, that her kid is probably just wandering around. She's like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
or
sorry, do
passed
you
out
know
somewhere.
her? Or passed out. And then you're telling her to try to relax.
Yeah,
And literally, I quote, he was like, it might take a bit.
it might take a bit.
Like, why don't
I
you
don't
take this a
care.
little more seriously?
And it's like, I don't care if it's gonna take a bit.
Right.
I want to file the fucking report.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, 911 operator. I'm so sorry to disturb you.
Yeah,
My
I-
bad.
sorry that I have to put paperwork on your desk.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, shit. So she's like, okay. Why, in a missing persons case, would you just wait a few hours?
Yeah.
We all know that that's the most crucial time, is like the first few hours.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It's really shitty, but okay.
But
So,
okay.
Teresa calls back in a couple hours when her child still hasn't turned up because, as we all know at this point, she's passed out in a freezer, and at this point, it's probably dead already in the freezer. which is awful. So the police go to the hotel for the first time around 1 p.m. on September 9th. So
1
she's been
p.m.?
missing since basically 3:30. And they just show up at 1 p.m. When the first phone call that she put into them was at 7 a.m.
That's crazy.
So why did it take that long? So she was finally able to file a missing persons report just a few hours earlier than the time that they showed up. I think it was like around like 10 or 11. So the police get there, they do a search, and nothing turns up. Like, they're looking around looking for Kenneka. They don't see her. And they're like, okay, like, we're going to come back, but like, let's look at other possibilities. And she's like, no. So they leave, and Teresa starts going door to door, like knocking on doors.
Good for her.
Yeah. So then the fucking hotel has the audacity to call the police on Teresa because they're saying that she's disturbing the guests.
Yeah, she's gonna disturb this whole fucking place until she finds her kid.
Right,
Like,
exactly. Like, I'm sorry, are you mad at her? Like,
I would have turned that
what?
place inside out for my
Right.
kid. So it's like,
And
really?
she was. I give this woman so much credit, and my heart, like, genuinely breaks for
Yeah.
her because you can see her, like, knocking on the doors, like, just searching desperately for
No,
Kenneka.
that really hurts. That like makes my stomach hurt just thinking about that.
Yeah. So the hotel calls the police on her. They show up, and then while they look over the footage of, like, they're trying to figure out, they can see Kenneka on the footage, and then all of a sudden she just, like, disappears or something. A manager finds her in the freezer.
Ooh.
Now at this point she's dead. This is at 12:25 a.m. on September 10th.
Wow.
So that's 21 hours
gonna
after
say.
she went missing.
Wow.
21 hours.
Whew.
And I'm sorry, but this all could have, like, if they had started this search earlier, they perhaps could have found her, and, like, maybe she could have been treated for hypothermia at this point. Like,
Well, and it's like,
she might have still been alive.
well, and a whole hell of a lot happened in that time. Like, we don't know what happened.
It's all
that's a lot of
time that's
hours to
unaccounted
account
for.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's a lot of opinions about the demeanor of the employee that found Kenneka's body, and I think it's weird.
Yeah.
Personally, I just think it's super weird because he's not running back around the corner, like, with a freaked out look on his face. He's just walking back around the corner to, like, go get the police. He's walking, like, somewhat quickly, but he doesn't look disturbed at all.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
And if you...
Obviously, you can't, like, you know...
I can't judge how somebody reacts to something,
We
but...
always try to say, like, we can't judge reaction because everybody reacts differently. But, like,
Right.
when you find a dead body in a freezer...
Well, and especially the way that her body was found. Like, if
Yeah.
you type in her name to Google, it
Yeah.
pops right up, just FYI.
Oh, I know.
She's, like, curled in the corner. One of her shoes is off. Like, her shirt is, like, ruffled up a little bit. I think she was wearing, like, a little bit of a crop top. But she's very much in, like, an alarming position.
Yeah, and it should be
And
alarming to open a
it's a
freezer and
dead
see a
body,
dead
so-
human being.
Right. So he calmly goes to get the police and tell them. So now the police and the medical examiners have to investigate whether this case involves foul play or if this is just a horrible accident.
Mm-hmm.
So the ME arrives at 3:08 a.m. And I wanted to ask you, is that weird? Because they found the body at 12:25 and the ME doesn't get there until 3 hours later.
Oh, yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a long period of time.
Why
to
did
have
it
them
take
just
that
sitting
long?
there? That's the same thing that happened in the Kendrick Johnson case.
Right, because
It was a period of hours before they showed up, and it's like, that's not... No.
that's not normal protocol.
Yeah, you're on call for a reason.
And that's just not how you handle things.
And you're losing valuable information.
Right.
With those hours, you are losing a lot of information that you could get.
Well,
by
and at this
showing up.
point, they opened the freezer, so she's also, for lack of a better term, thawing out.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's
So this is already her body temperature and decomp and all that is already being skewed by this freezer.
Time of
like
death.
It's already, that's gonna stop like liver mortis. It's gonna stop like
because basically it's like preserving her.
It's literally preserving you, and so it's going to stop all these natural things from happening that help you date death, time of death.
Get
and now they're
answers.
opening the freezer, so that's starting to thaw it out. So now we're accelerating slightly, but that's also skewing it. So we've already
We're already
fucked up.
skewing a skewed thing.
Exactly, and it's like I think of like when because I do rapid autopsies for research purposes.
I've seen you get called in. You have to fly in.
Yeah, we have to be in there by, at the 2 hours is pushing it, getting in there.
Yeah, I would assume
And
so.
so we like to be in there within the hour and starting that autopsy.
Right.
So hours is just not.
It's unacceptable.
It's just not
and
acceptable.
It's like, what were you doing? Like, it's
like
the
your
morning.
Your whole job is getting called into death scenes.
Like, you weren't at dinner. It's like 12 p.m. when they called, or 12 a.m. when they called you.
You just sit up, put your clothes on, and
put
go.
your scrubs on, tie your shoes. Like,
get
hey.
out the door.
So, yeah, they arrive at 3:08 a.m. and then they transport her body around 5. What are your thoughts on that?
Because what time did they get there?
They got there at 3:08 and they transfer her, I think it was at 5:15.
I mean, that seems like a long time, but if they're, doing stuff at the scene.
Like assessing the scene.
I guess that could make sense.
I thought it seemed like a long time, but that's obviously not my profession.
It's not a hard place to get a body out of. If it was like a difficult area, like sometimes in like the woods or in like water or something, it'll take a long time because you're trying to get them out of where they are.
Right, but she was like there.
Yeah, this is just an easy.
I don't know.
Seems like a long time to assess it at a scene. But,
that's what I thought. Well, Teresa and Kenneka's sister, Lenore, are able to see her body before they transport it.
I love that name, by the way, Lenore.
Lenore's,
such a cool name.
There used to be a client at the salon I worked at, and her name was Lenore, and she was the sweetest woman ever.
It's just a cool name.
It's a cool last name. Sorry, that was such a side note. Well, so the toxicology report comes back, and this is weird, and I bet you'll have more to speak of on this than I will, but her blood alcohol level was 0.112.
Oh, wow.
Which is a lot higher than the legal limit, which is 0.08.
She was turning up.
And topiramate and alcohol were found in her system. So I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I looked it up. Topiramate is a drug that can treat migraines and treat epilepsy.
Oh, okay.
Kenneka didn't have epilepsy.
Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
The most memorable gifts aren't found, they're made. Zazzle is a custom marketplace where you pick any product, a mug, a card, a tote, a phone case, and make it personal. A photo, a name, an inside joke. The kind of gift that actually fits the person. That's what 30 million customers have been coming back to Zazzle for over 20 years to find. Right now, save 25% on your first order at Zazzle.com. That's Zazzle.com. Make it zamazing.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint story is better. Every plan, $15 a month. Even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, 0 tears.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
I was going to say, and if you have migraines, you know that you can't
drink
take
with
your
medicine.
medication. You can't drink with it.
Right.
From someone who has migraine, in fact, had a migraine all last night.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally just coming out of the haze of a migraine.
Right.
You definitely
Good thing it was my case and not yours
I
today.
know, good, thank goodness, because I'm still in like that woozy migraine area. But yeah, no.
Well, and it's just weird that it was like topiramate in her system because that's not a party drug. And Irene, the friend from before, said that some of the people at the party did occasionally take pills, but Kenneka was not into that. She didn't like how they made her feel. And I think they said like maybe she tried it once and she was like, no, thanks, I'm good.
And I can tell you every migraine medication I've taken besides Excedrin migraine has made me feel really woozy and yucky. Mm-hmm. It's not by any means something you would take to feel good.
No.
Like they don't make you feel good. So it's not something she would take recreationally.
No, it's not a party drug.
The only thing I could think of is if it is a migraine medication that she maybe, I mean, she was younger. Sometimes younger people don't listen to the rules of like, you can't drink on this. I've seen plenty of people do it.
I've definitely drank and had aspirin.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe she just didn't. Maybe she had a headache and she took it and then drank.
But I wonder how she got that instead of like, you think the typical headache, like a 19-year-old is going to take like Advil or like aspirin or Aleve or not.
Well, maybe she was prescribed it.
And her mom didn't really have anything to speak of.
I was going to say, because she didn't say that she suffered from migraines.
No, like this wasn't something that was prescribed to her.
No epilepsy, no migraines.
No.
Okay.
So it was weird.
You wouldn't take a migraine medication unless you have migraines.
Right.
You would
so
just take,
somebody was like,
you said.
well, so this leads to the question, was she drugged at the party that she was at?
And again, I say that
it makes you
that
feel
would be
woozy.
a good one to drug with, because my last migraine medication, I literally couldn't function for a little while.
Well, they tell
after
you
I
like
took
not
it.
to drive and not to
Oh
do
yeah,
anything.
there's no way I could have.
And then the other thing is that alcohol and topiramate, when together, they heightened the effects of each other.
Oh yeah.
So that's why she was so like,
Which alcohol is a depressant.
right.
So
Well, and that's why she was like, I'm not saying this in like a mean way. She was barely able to walk. Like
Yeah.
at one point she like walks a little bit into like a side railing and almost trips over it and has to level herself up.
yeah,
So,
so
like-
those two things together were probably just making that's she's drugged.
Heightening the experience like
Essentially.
100%.
Yeah, that's
So-
that's interesting. I didn't know that little
Yeah,
detail.
that is weird to me. And all of her friends agree, like, because Irene was saying, like, yeah, she tried it once and she didn't like it. All of her friends and family agree that it was not her deal to take pills. And she, remember, she wanted to go to nursing school, so she wouldn't
Yeah.
have drank and taken a migraine medication.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
And again, it's just that's not something you take to turn up is a
No.
migraine medication. I
No,
can tell
definitely
you for
not.
sure.
so the cause of death after investigation is reported accidental. It's ruled accidental. It says that Kenneka died of exposure to the elements, the freezer.
Yeah.
And that the alcohol and topiramate in her system were basically contributing factors.
Okay.
So all the people at this party got cleared by law enforcement,
Okay.
which I don't really know how they cleared all these people, but
But like go
seems
off.
to me like go off, sis. It seems to me like maybe something happened at this party, but we're gonna
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
So Kenneka's funeral drew hundreds and hundreds of people. If you can see it online, I watched like a little tidbit of it, and then I'm not gonna lie to you, I started crying because it was like people are so sad. Like
Because from what you said, she was like a
she
light.
was so loved, and
Yeah.
people that didn't even know her were coming to the funeral.
Oh.
So, and the people that didn't know her that were coming to the funeral, some of them were like going up to her mom, Teresa, and like offering explanations for what happened. And it's like,
Oh no.
there's a time and a place,
Yeah.
and the funeral is not the time or
Yeah,
the place.
no.
Like, that's not it.
Yeah, it's like take a seat.
No, exactly.
Take a seat several seats back. Like
Yeah.
do not
just
walk
take
up
a
to
seat in your car and drive away.
Yeah,
because
do not walk up to a grieving mother and sit there and try to tell her what happened to her kid.
like I'm cool that you want to save the day, but can you fuck
no.
off for a minute?
Like read the room.
Right. So the funeral happens. So many people came. And then Kenneka's friends and family, and they all start to talk. And they're like, we don't think that she just stumbled into that freezer, laid down and died. Like, we don't buy that. And the pictures from the freezer that the family saw and that the public can see are definitely strange. And I could see why somebody would question, like, what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
So one of Kenneka's shoes is completely off, which is leaving one of her feet bare. And on that bare foot, on the side of like closer to her heel, underneath her ankle, there's like a pretty significant scrape that was bleeding.
Okay.
So she has a bloody foot. Her shoe is off. Behind her is like a hair tie. And then in front of her is a tube of lip gloss.
Okay.
So there is this thing, I think it's called paradoxical undressing.
Yep.
So people thought,
Like in the Dyatlov Pass.
yeah, that's what it reminded me of. People thought that maybe she was starting to do that, like by taking the shoe off, and then like she just kind of passed out due to like the drug in her system and everything.
That I don't buy.
I don't buy the paradoxical undressing. What I do think happened is that maybe she stumbled into the freezer, and the door is really heavy, so it is weird to think that she stumbled into this freezer and was able to open the door. That is
Yeah,
something that
that's a
strikes
very
up
strange
question.
thing.
And her mom is like, I don't think that she was going to be able to open that
It just
door.
seems like a strange thing for a drunk person to do, is like really struggle to open a door to get somewhere. Usually they
Right.
just try to like fall into whatever they can.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, maybe she did fall in by accident.
Yeah.
But what I think is that, you know how, like, have you ever tripped over a door? Kind of, like, and the door kind of, like, pulls your shoe?
Yep.
I think her shoe, she tripped over the door and her foot got caught in the doorway, pulled off her shoe, and also scraped, like, her ankle because the door was, like, metal. It
Yeah.
was probably sharp on the bottom.
Or it scraped when she was dragged into the freezer and it fell off in
Exactly.
the same way.
Exactly.
You could see both.
You could see both.
Yeah.
So
Both
you-
of those make total sense.
They make total sense. And so because of the way her body was found and the way this case was handled from start to finish, people were outraged because they were like, no, like, she didn't just fall in there. Like, people thought she was carried in there. They're like, why was her shoe off? Like,
and there needs to be more significant investigation into it.
And there just really wasn't. Also, I forgot to mention, her hair was also slightly matted, which you could explain because she was in a freezer and then they opened the door, so it started to melt. So maybe like her hair got wet and matted that way.
Okay.
Or there is the possibility, and some people think that she was raped, so your hair would get matted that way.
Absolutely.
So that...
Did they check?
I didn't find anything saying that they did check, but there's no information that she was raped. Like, there's no either way.
So there's a possibility that that wasn't even checked.
Right. And because it was ruled accidental,
they wouldn't
have checked.
Yeah.
So people are pissed. Protests start going on outside of the hotel. People online start offering up all these theories that it was a hit that was set up by her friends, that she was found in the freezer because somebody wanted to sell her organs on the black market.
Damn.
And that was the best way to keep them fresh. People say, like I said, that she was raped at the party. And people also wonder about the potential that maybe a security guard tried to assault her and she fought back.
That seems like it could be a possibility.
And they think maybe she fought back and something went wrong and he threw her in the freezer and dipped. And like you just said, that could explain why her shoe and her foot was scraped and why her hair was matted.
Yeah. Both of those things make sense.
They make perfect sense.
Accounts.
Now, this is where it's going to get like super, super intense. So we're going to talk about some of these theories in depth, and then I want to go back to some of those Facebook videos.
Okay.
So there's the video of Irene where you can, like I said in the beginning, you hear Kenneka saying like, girl, I'm not drunk.
Okay.
Right after that, somebody says something like along the lines of, okay, like just enjoy yourself, Kenneka. So obviously something was up at this party. And you hear her say back, I am enjoying myself.
Yeah,
so it's
that's just a strange interaction.
Right. Then at another point in the video, Irene mentions something to somebody in the background about $200. Okay. And there's been countless theories about what the fuck this $200 was about. So was it for Kenneka's organs? Was it the price of the hit? Like, people wonder all about that.
Huh.
The only interview that Irene has ever done is with this guy. He's a YouTuber named Zach TV.
Okay.
And she explains that the $200 comment was in regards to the price of a lost parking ticket. So at this hotel, if you lost your parking ticket and you had to get your car out of the garage, you had to pay a $200 like fine, basically.
Okay.
So, and it followed up. Like, if you looked at their rules and regulations, they did charge $200.
Okay. Yeah, because I've seen hotels charge a shit ton for that.
Which is a little bit of a ridiculous fee, if you ask me.
A little bit of price gouging, but okay.
Yeah, but okay. So that could potentially explain away that, and I think that's a pretty good explanation, but I don't know. I still don't know.
Yeah.
I also, this is just a side note, I think it's important to say, Zach TV later died in a drive-by shooting.
Oh, shit.
He was shot in the head and the neck.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
Really sad.
Wow.
People on YouTube and on other sites, they've also slowed down the audio in some of these videos, and they cancel out like the background noise. So in one of the videos, you hear somebody say, I think it's Irene, they in there raping that girl. Yeah. So I watched...
Are you kidding me?
No, dead serious. But I watched one of the videos where they slowed down like the audio and they tried to like bring the noise levels up. And you do hear they stupid. But I didn't hear the part where they said they in there raping that girl. Like, I listened to it over and over and over again.
Hear them
and I
that.
couldn't hear it.
It's like an EVP. It's hard to...
Yeah, but if anybody else listens to that and they hear it, like, I want to know. Like, if any of our listeners listen to it.
I want to listen to it now. I haven't listened to it.
I'll send you the video.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying I can't hear it.
Huh.
So if you go onto the YouTube and watch the video of Irene, there's all kinds of different timestamps in the comments where people hear like fucked up, eerie things in these Facebook Live videos.
Shit.
In the beginning, you hear a male's voice, and I heard this, say, "We about to murder somebody."
Ooh, which is like, that could be, we're about to murder somebody, or it could be like, you know what, you're annoying me, I'm about to murder you. That can also be very ominous.
Yeah. Then, at another point in the video, you hear someone say, "Help me," and then Irene turns the music up. Like, real loud. I definitely heard... so people say that you hear "help me." I heard a squeaky noise that could have sounded like "help me," but I didn't hear it very clearly say "help me."
Okay.
Now, again, I'm not saying it's not there. I want everybody, if you feel like you want to, go listen to it and tell me what you hear.
Yeah, I want to listen.
And
to
I want you to watch it
Yeah.
and see what you hear.
And then turning the music up right after that is very...
That's the thing that made me feel weird. And
Yeah.
you definitely hear something there. And it's
Okay.
like in a like scared voice almost.
Oh, yeah.
There's also, now this freaks me the fuck out. There's also a point in the video where someone is holding the phone, but Irene is still in the shot, and she goes to hit a blunt, and it kind of looks like she's saying after she exhales, help, to the camera. But she doesn't say it out loud.
Like
It
she
looks like
mouths
she
it?
mouths the word help, and that I saw clear as fucking day.
Really?
Yes, like clear as day. If I show you and you don't see it, I'm gonna lose my mind.
And to
because-
me, that is significant because it's not just a video being taken.
This
That's
is Facebook
on
Live.
So she's hoping someone's seeing that.
Right. And then other people were saying, because she's wearing sunglasses in the video. They are inside, but she's wearing sunglasses. And you can kind of see, some people think the reflection is of Kenneka. It's so hard for me to tell in the video. But there's Kenneka, and some people say that it looks like a guy in a red sweater is above her. And like
Okay.
at some point, she says, she gets mad at him for something. I think she said, like, you slapped me or something, like, I'm out. She says something along
Kenneka
those
says
lines.
that?
Kenneka says that.
Oh, that's huge.
And then the guy says, are you going to ride with me or not?
Oh, that's... To me,
Yeah.
this is already, like...
So there was
Some shit is going down
weird
here.
shit going down at the party for sure.
And it doesn't look like Kenneka is having
Well,
a
and-
smooth time here.
No, and the thing that I did hear clear as day is somebody said, just try to enjoy yourself. And she's
Yeah.
like, I am enjoying myself. Like, fuck off, basically.
See that...
And I saw clear as motherfucking day Irene look at the camera and mouth the word help.
And you know what? In regards to, like, possibly her being drugged, which to me makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense that she was drugged.
I think she had
Looking
to
at
have
all
been
that,
drugged.
I think someone drugged her. And for her to, like, because when you think about it, when you're saying to someone, like, you're really drunk, and they're like, I'm not drunk, your reaction would be like, all right, just, like, be careful. You know what I mean? Like, just, like, take care of yourself. Saying just try to have fun is rapey.
It's super rapey.
That's
but
being
it's
like...
it's a girl that
but
says it
still,
to her.
but who knows if the girl's in
Was
on
in
it.
on it, right.
And it's like, there's a lot of girls that help dudes do this shit. And so if for somebody to say that, it's almost like being like, loosen up.
That's exactly
You know
what
I mean?
it
Like,
sounded
just
like.
loosen up and let it
And it
happen.
sounded annoyed. Like, it was like, Jesus Christ, Kenneka, like, have a good time. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, that's what it sounded
It's
like.
strange, at least. Obviously, this is all us speculating on a thing that we were not attending.
Right.
But to me, that's what it looks like.
It's definitely...
And again, I'm not saying I was there and I know for sure. But
No,
like,
me either.
this is my
Because,
my take
like I
on it.
said, there's some things that I didn't hear that other people did
Yeah,
hear. So
absolutely.
there's definitely some weird shit for sure.
This is weird.
Yeah.
And the drugging thing. Mm-hmm. As far as I don't see another explanation.
I don't either.
If she didn't have migraines, you're not taking migraine medication.
Well,
You're just not.
It's not only just a migraine medication, it's an epilepsy medication.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't have epilepsy.
Yeah, no.
So, Kenneka's family thinks that there's more footage on the security camera and that somehow it was fucked with.
That's always the way, man.
Always the
They
way.
always only give portions.
Because the last footage is Kenneka walking, like, around the corner to the freezer. And her mom says that when she was there, she saw cameras pointing toward the freezer, but that they told her there's no cameras that point toward the freezer. It's what she was looking at was like sprinklers or like fire things.
Okay.
So I'm like, I mean, I definitely have confused them for cameras before,
For
but
sure.
I think Teresa knew what the fuck she was doing while she was there, and I think she saw cameras.
Yeah.
But there was an expert that weighed in and said they reviewed all the files that were sent like to law enforcement, and they were ETC files, which are basically impossible to send if they're edited.
Oh, okay.
So some people think it was edited. Some people are like, it would be near impossible to send an ETC file edited.
And I don't know anything about that.
I don't
so-
either. And
that's
basically
something-
it's very black and white. Like,
Yeah.
you either know about it or you don't.
Yeah. So if anybody knows about it,
So let us know.
nicely.
They also say that, like I said before, how would she be able to push that door open if she was...
That's definitely one of the things that's confusing me because, like...
Unless she maybe, like, fell into it. Like...
But even that, it's like... That's a heavy door to just, like,
Right.
stumble into. When you're drunk or, like, in a state, which she was in a drugged state as well, it's like you're not looking to, like, exert force upon things. You're looking to just flop onto something.
100%. Like, you're looking to flop into bed.
You're literally looking to just fall into something and have it open. You're not looking to like have to put forth any kind of force.
And then the other thing is that there was an emergency latch on the inside of this freezer. So it's as simple as just pushing the latch. Now, if you're drugged and drunk,
you
you're
probably
not
wouldn't be able to
gonna
put that
realize
together.
And it was also super dark in there. Like when she was in there.
Oh, that's really scary.
Yeah,
So
fucking
if
terrifying.
she was alive in there, that's really that's like
It's
a whole
horrific.
other layer of terrified.
Well, so people question, like, why wouldn't she have pulled that latch? But that's what I say. I'm like,
If it's dark in there and you're drugged and drunk, it's
you're not
like,
going to see it.
You
And-
might not even see it if you were sober and in a panic.
And
You know what
if
I
you
mean?
were put in there, who's to say that somebody's not on the other side of that door holding it fucking shut?
If there's no
Because
cameras pointing towards
it
it.
locked toward the outside, or it locked from the outside.
Yeah.
So on the opposite side of that, people say that the most likely sequence of events is that she wandered down there, she stumbled into the freezer, she didn't know what she was doing, and that she tripped over the door and that pulled off her shoe, like how I was saying earlier. People, that's basically like the argument for this was an accident. That's what the argument is.
And she didn't have any like blunt force trauma. She
Not
didn't have any head injuries.
Not that they said in the autopsy that was released, but
because it feels like if she just like fell into there, she would have like a bump on the head or something.
Exactly. And she only had, on the autopsy, it only states about one bruise, and it was on her leg.
Okay.
So
That doesn't, I mean, obviously stranger things have happened, but like to me,
Right.
if you're falling into a freezer,
You're going to hit your head.
you're going to hit your head.
Especially
on
the
something.
way that she was positioned. She's face down when they find her.
And it doesn't feel like if you're that drunk that you're falling over something, you might not be able to put your hands out. And if you did put your hands out, you'd probably hurt your hands.
Right, exactly. But
So-
the autopsy is very, like, minimal, which is weird.
It's because they did what they did in Kendrick Johnson. You go in, you make an assumption about the case, and you work off of that assumption. You're not looking at it to tell you. When you're an investigator or like an ME or something like that, you should go into a scene and you should let the scene tell you what's
Before you
happening.
go into it,
You
thinking
don't
what
go in
happened.
there saying,
Exactly.
this looks like this. You go, no, you tell me.
Yeah, you
That's
tell
the
me
whole
what
point.
happened.
You're the whole vessel for like a dead person to speak.
But do
Like,
you
that's
think
supposed
these-
to be your
Not
role.
for nothing, do you think these cops really cared about this black girl that died
Doesn't
in
sound like it.
Rosemont? Like
No, it
this,
definitely doesn't
where
sound
there's
like
a
it.
3% black population.
This is real frustrating.
It's fucked up. So that's basically all the facts. So there's a lot of back and forth, like I said in the beginning, about was this murder? Was it a setup? Or was it just a tragic accident?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, no matter what it was, it could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
if law enforcement had acted faster, they would have got down to that freezer. The hotel would have been searched. That's how they would have got down there. And they potentially could have saved her.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she was still alive, but you don't know. And that's
Yeah.
the whole reason of why you're there, is to act fast. It's a fucking
Exactly.
emergency.
And to look at it from all angles.
And this just wasn't treated like an
No,
emergency
it
at all.
definitely wasn't.
I quickly want to go over two things to explain why these theories seem so wild, because people are like, it's ridiculous that they thought her organs were going to be sold on the black market. Like, it's ridiculous. That makes no sense. It's
Yeah,
really
people
not.
hear that and they immediately go to like, that's nuts. You're crazy. And it's like,
Right.
no, it happens.
It does happen, and it's really not as crazy as some people think, that it's like a setup or anything like that. It's not weird to take it that far, because there have been instances where people of color were not completely taken care of and they were medically misled.
Yep.
So, with that, I quickly just want to talk about the most famous case of this, which is the case of Henrietta Lacks.
Ooh.
So, when you learn about HeLa cells in school, you learn that these cells were basically donated by Henrietta.
Yeah.
That's not the case. So, researchers noticed the cells from a cancerous tumor on Henrietta's cervix. She went in because of vaginal bleeding, and basically they found out she had a tumor on her cervix, and it was malignant.
Okay.
So the researcher that found this, they're looking at the cells and they're realizing, wow, they're so rapidly increasing in numbers. Like this, I've never seen anything like this. And ultimately it leads to helping get a polio vaccine.
Yes.
So Henrietta didn't know that they were taking these cells, and she never gave consent for them to take them.
That's fucked up.
They also brought her children in for blood work, and they weren't told the real reason for why they were doing blood work. Yeah. It was done on the children, and they basically were told that they just weren't told the real reason for the blood work.
And then Henrietta dies in 1951, and the family never received any kind of compensation for all that she did.
All that she contributed unknowingly to modern science.
And they made it seem like she just donated it, and she was like such a great woman for doing that. But it was like, no, she didn't know.
You didn't even give her a chance.
Right.
Like, she probably would have, but you didn't even give her a chance.
And it seemed that she was basically just used for the experiment. And
That's fucked up.
Also, another interesting point is that for a while she was misidentified. And I'm just going to leave you with why you think she was misidentified, because they started calling her Helen Lane.
Huh. That's real shady.
Real shady.
Real shady.
And then really quickly, just to wrap up here, another instance of people of color being taken advantage of is I need to look up this pronunciation, actually. I looked it up. It's the Tuskegee experiment.
We did our research.
I did my research on spot. So this experiment began in 1932. Mm-hmm. The experiment it included 600 black men. 399 were infected with syphilis, and 201 were not.
I remember reading about this.
This is actually the first I've ever heard about this, and I read it and I was like, "What the fuck?
What now?"
And this is just a very brief overview, just like kind of as an argument.
Yeah.
But you should look further into this because it's so fucked. The study was for the purpose of understanding the natural history of untreated syphilis, but these men were not aware that they were not being treated.
Wow.
They were given placebo drugs and told that they were being treated for bad blood.
Oy vey.
Which it's like, nope, that's not the case at all.
Like, woof.
And the study was supposed to last 6 months, but it actually went on for 40 years. And ended.
That's a big difference.
A big jump there, and ended in 1972.
Damn.
So that's when the first news articles came out, like scrutinizing the experiment, and they're basically like, yeah, you can't do that. Like, these people don't realize that they're not getting treated.
Ethically, this is questionable.
This is going to cost us a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it did, because it led to a class action lawsuit, which was held by Congress on behalf of the victims. And in 1974, a $10 million settlement was reached.
Damn.
But it's like, that doesn't even matter, because at this point, countless black men had already lost their lives and put their families at risk.
Yeah.
Because syphilis is like insanely
syphilis
contagious.
Is no joke.
Yeah. So I just think it's important to put those two things in there for, like, if you're like, it's so crazy that this happened.
Yeah, because you're like, no, it's not.
Nothing is that really crazy not. When it comes to, like, people of color's point of view, because it's like, this has happened to them over and over again, and nobody takes things seriously.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's what everybody's screaming from the rooftops right now. It's like, no, this is not insane to think this is happening crazy. To black people right now.
No. So that is the case of Kenneka Jenkins, and I think that you should have a nice discussion about what you think.
Yes.
I think that I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, hit me up, tell me nicely. I'd love to hear more about this if you have anything that I didn't mention.
This case is wild.
And it's closed. It's a closed case.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be honest, after hearing everything laid out, the
accident
thing
fishy.
Doesn't sit well with me.
No, I definitely think that there's more to the story.
I can see, looking at it quickly and thinking maybe it was a tragic accident, but it's something about that migraine and epilepsy drug
and
just
the
party, the videos, some weird shit being said in those videos.
Won't give another interview.
The fact that she won't give another interview, and the fact that she's saying help or like mouthing help.
I swear I saw it. I
Something's
swear.
weird. It's something strange.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. There's something strange. I think it's worth another look.
Oh,
personally.
and I meant to mention, Teresa did file a wrongful death suit.
Good.
And it's still in litigation.
Good.
So.
Hopefully that'll come out the right way, because if anything, at the very least, it deserves a second look.
Of course it does.
It does.
Let's fucking reopen this case.
Yeah,
Why
take
not?
a look at it, man.
Why not? If you believe wholeheartedly that it was an accident, cool. Prove it to me again then.
Yeah, just show me. Make me believe that it's a tragic accident.
Believe you.
Because I'm not convinced.
Not sold.
I'm not convinced. But again, we weren't there. We're not saying that we know better than anyone else.
No.
It's just, this is how I feel. It's strange to me. And please, we really do encourage, respectful debating about this.
No, we do.
Just
so keep it nice. Don't call anybody stupid. Don't be mean to each other.
Let's just listen.
Let's stop talking.
Even though we just talked to you for like 55 minutes.
Yeah, let's not stop talking, but let's quiet down a little.
Let's just take a moment.
Yeah.
And just listen to what people of color have to say.
Well, I'm definitely going to post some of the images of the crime scene, so I'll put a little warning before it. But if you'd like to check some of that stuff out and see what you think about it, hit us up on Instagram.
At Morbid Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter.
At A Morbid Podcast.
Send us a Gmail.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
And we hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
keep
it
weird. But not so weird that you Facebook Live if you're doing something shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just fucking weird.